Certainly going to be interesting to see how things play out in Miami. Now, for his part, Beckham is positive things will work out, and he recently sat down with our Wang Dong to discuss that topic, along with his life after retiring from football and his role in supporting the game here in China.
You know, nothing in business that is going to be successful is easy. You know, there is always going to be speed bumps along the way.
That's
and there's
part of
always,
life, right?
there's part of life, it's part of business. And when there's something as big as what we're trying to achieve in Miami, you know, there's always going to be certain complications. You know, everything has been so positive, but we'll get over those.
Do you think you might be misunderstood with your intention? Or
No, because I think people are totally clear on what I want to do. People are totally clear of what I want to achieve. People are in Miami are so excited the fact that they're going to get a football team, you know, in the city that is taking off. You know, this is a city that is such a vibrant, great city,
right,
and full of talent. And for me to actually be able to bring, you know, an MLS team to that city, I think people are very excited about that. You know, it's something that hasn't happened for a number of years, a team, you know, being in Miami.
To me, it's like a facelift to that city.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot happening in Miami at the moment, a lot of exciting things, and the city is changing day by day, week by week. So, you know, I'm very honoured that the way they've accepted me. But we will get there in the end. Without a doubt, there will be a team, there will be a stadium in Miami, and it'll be a winning team.
Last time you were here, you know, we're in the title as the special ambassador, or goodwill ambassador for the Chinese Super League. And as this is over, but would you still intend to actually try to give China's development of football a push? And if so, in what way, to be more concrete about it?
You know, I was proud to be part of the Super League for the time that I was, but you know, it doesn't just stop there. You know, I want to continue to support the youngsters in this country. I want to continue to support the youth system in this country, because I believe that's where things are going to change in the league, you know, in the national team, and my support will always be with the youth in this country. Speaking
of youth, would you ever run for example, a training camp for China?
Without a doubt. I've always enjoyed, you know, working with children and seeing their development over the years, and that's one of the things that I get the most satisfaction out of.
Sure. In terms of China itself, the national team, you brought up the issue about that. Do you think we should copy, for example, or follow the example of, say, South American style or Spanish style, or our neighbor, you know, neighbors, Japan or South Korea, if you will?
No, I think it's always important that you keep your own style. You know, you can learn from different countries and different ways of playing the game, but you know, China's such a powerful country. You know, each country has to have their own individuality, and I think it's important to make sure that you keep that. You know, it's a difficult time for the national team here in the country, but it doesn't stop people loving the players. It doesn't stop people loving the sport, and that will never change because of the passion in this country. So, you know, it's just about being patient.
Your retirement life is full of action, movies, commercial ads, and not to mention you're trying to run a football club and so forth. I just wonder, how do you try to keep your feet on the ground, and in particular, any focus at all?
I'm always focused. I've been busy since I finished playing, but that's a good thing, because, you know, to finish playing a game that I've loved for so many years, it was always going to be difficult, but I've been very busy on the business side of things, and some very good and positive things are happening in my career now, and it's definitely different to what it was when I was playing, but it's good. You know, my focus is always on my children and my family.
Sure.
But other than that, you know, I'm doing a lot of travelling at the moment, and working on you know, some amazing things.
At this stage of your life, as a celebrity, you know, internationally known, do you have any person, a role model, that you could look up to?
My children are my role models. You know, they might be a lot younger than me, but they're the people that inspire me every single day. You know, they inspire me from the moment they wake up to the moment they sleep, and those are the people that I look up to.
David, one more question we have to ask you, that is to share some knowledge about the upcoming World Cup in Brazil. I know you're going to be busy there with CCTV, and on the other hand, your picks perhaps about the last four, I got it already. England, of course, as a patriotic man, you see that it could go all the way through. But why not Germany? It's not in at all in your list. Or
Germany will always be in my list to be successful, but when someone asked me yesterday, my top four,
right.
For me, I'm always going to say England.
I'm not surprised.
I'm always going to say Brazil because I love Brazil and the way that they played the game. Obviously, Argentina, there's so many great players and passionate players, and they always do, pretty much always do well in World Cups. And Spain is a country where I've played before. I believe that they'll be very strong in this competition. But, you can't leave out Germany. You can't leave out France. So there are teams that I haven't mentioned in the top four, but doesn't mean that I don't believe that they could go on and win the World Cup.
All right, we'd love to see you in Brazil, of course. Thank you very much indeed, David.
Pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure.